So you heard about HIIT training and you're thinking to yourself, I should probably do that. But the first question that comes to mind is, what the heck is HIIT training? Well, this is great because I'm going to explain it to you today and give you HIIT training 101. What's up, guys? What's going on? You are rocking with Frankie D, the coach. Today we are talking HIIT training, high intensity interval training, and you might be wondering, what the heck is that and how do I do it? That's great because today I'm going to fill you in, no problems. HIIT training can be a phenomenal part of your fat loss body transformation program, but you got to know how to do it right. Tip number one for you beginners out there is to understand exactly why we're doing HIIT training in the first place. So high intensity interval training, this is what I like to call muscle cardio. And regular cardio, maybe not so great at developing muscle tissue, whereas HIIT training, the high intensity stuff, that's great at developing muscle tissue, and muscle tissue helps you burn more calories. And it does this because it activates fast twitch muscle fibers. What the heck does that mean? These are bigger, stronger muscle fibers that you see like fast athletes and some of your best athletes on the planet, they got a lot of fast twitch muscle fiber. It really helps to burn up a lot of calories and to shape your body. Tip number two for you guys out there, HIIT training is a metaphor for a sprint. So if you were a sprinter, if you watch the Olympics and you watch the sprinters, those guys are moving fast. Now, you can sprint, but it's really, once again, a metaphor for sprinting. And what that means is you gotta be moving, you gotta be going hard. And if we look at HIIT training and you're not going at your highest intensity, we got a problem. So it's a metaphor for sprint. Not everything you're doing is sprinting, but you gotta move fast. The third thing we're gonna pay attention to is work to rest ratio. So with HIIT training, high intensity, you can't just work the whole time. You need to be able to rest and then come back aggressive again. Rest and come back aggressive again. So in a nutshell, the simplest way you can look at this is that on every minute, every 60 seconds, you're gonna work as hard as you can for a time period somewhere between 8 to 15 to 20 seconds. If you're a higher level athlete, you can go on the lower spectrum. If you're just kind of beginning and you haven't been such a great athlete in your lifetime, you go on the higher end of the spectrum. But you work, once again, somewhere between 8 to 20 seconds as hard as you can, and then you rest for the rest of the 60 minutes. You do that as many times as you can until you start to lose your intensity. The next thing you gotta think about is, what is the impact? And when it comes to HIIT training, there definitely is an impact on your body. So the first thing is you have to be ready for this type of activity. If you are not, if you're in pain, if stuff hurts, you're gonna wanna consult the right professional, whether it be your physician or a fitness professional, to help you clear those things up, and then you can get back to HIIT. But the great news is there are a lot of exercises and activities that you can do that are low impact where you could still get your HIIT training in. I know a lot of the exercises. If you're real cool and comment below, I might make you a video. To play off the last tip that I just gave you guys, there are a lot of tools that you can use to be able to get your HIIT training in and also reduce the impact at the same time. So tools like battle ropes, medicine balls, kettlebells, resistance bands are all different things that you can use, even sleds, and some of your cardio equipment are all things that you can use to be able to reduce the impact on your body, but also get the high intensity action you need to be able to change your body. Tip number 6, uphill sprinting. So if you are new to sprinting activity, which is a form of HIIT, it's one form, we keep using it as this metaphor, right? I gotta move my body fast, I wanna sprint. It can be very high impact on the body, but if you wanna reduce that impact, uphill sprinting, up a hill, uphill on a treadmill, or even using something like a sled, with the forces and the way they change due to being behind the weight of the sled, it reduces the impact and you can continue to get the same action without the high impact of sprinting without that stuff. And my final tip for you is that HIIT, as in all exercise, is done best understanding the body wants to move in multiple directions. It does not just go straight ahead. On a treadmill, on elliptical, you go straight ahead. A lot of exercise performs straight ahead, but the best athletic exercise that hits the most muscles from the most angles are done in 3 dimensions. That means we're traveling this way, we're rotating, we're moving straight ahead, we're moving backwards. HIIT is performed best when it takes into account all dimensions. All right, guys, that's it. My 7 tips for you beginners out there to get yourselves involved in HIIT training. Now, I'm not saying that regular cardio is a bad thing. It's certainly very healthy. It may not be as effective at helping you to transform your body as HIIT training is. That's the muscle cardio. You want muscle, you want elevated metabolism, you want to burn fat, you're doing HIIT training. Follow the tips that I've given you today, and you should be all good, baby. If you really enjoy this information, just like this, head down below, grab my free report. It's called 7 Steps to Shredded. You can grab that in the first link down below or one of these pop-up buttons right here. I'm Frankie D, the coach. Check you guys next time.